Good morning, guys. Are you serious? We're having another earthquake, and you might say, another earthquake. That's right. Well, we have earthquakes every day now. The question is where they're going to be and how large. And let me just say to you quickly here, we've had a killer earthquake that has just hit Italy. Pray for the people there. A magnitude, yesterday we had a 6.7 earthquake that hit Argentina. Now, it didn't cause no deaths. There was no significant damage or any injuries really reported, but because of where it was located and how deep the quake was. But here's what you have today in Italy: 5.8 magnitude earthquake struck northern Italy on. Of course, killing at least 15 people on this May the 29th, 2012, as factories, warehouses, and a church ended up collapsing in the same region, still struggling to recover from another deadly tremor 9 days ago. If you remember, there was a killer quake that killed 7. Well, now, boom, 5.8. Factories collapsing, warehouses, even a church. 15 are dead. In a hastily called news conference, the Premier Mario Monti pledged the government will do all that it can, and it must, and all that's possible in the briefest period to guarantee the resumption of normal life in this area that is so special, so important, and so productive for the Italians. Now, the region around Bologna is among the country's most productive. Italy is in the midst of another recession. Oh, it's more than just a recession. Italy is right on the list for a total economic collapse, just like what we're seeing in Greece, in Spain, soon to be Portugal. Right on down the line, folks. You can throw in Italy. Look, there's just problems. The EU is collapsing. Matter of fact, I got information on that. We'll tell you about that in a minute. This quake is the last thing they need in Italy is earthquakes. Of course, with economic collapsing, civil unrest because of the EU's instability. We just don't know where we're at in the timeline of biblical prophecy. But I can tell you one thing. There's so many signs that Jesus said would be happening at the time of his return that are happening right now. It's absolutely mind-boggling. And if you're not saved, I would stop and take a reevaluation of your life. And begin to ask yourself, is this Jesus Christ that they talk about? Is he the Son of God? And if he is the Son of God, what is it he did for mankind, and what have I done to accept that plan? Do you realize that he is the Messiah, the Son of God? Do you realize he came as the Lamb led to the slaughter to take upon himself the sins of mankind, to do away with the sin of the world through his crucifixion, his resurrection, his ascension into heaven, and soon his return? Are you saved? Folks, this earthquake hit today on this May 29th. Now, you do know that also we have an asteroid that's approaching, that's coming very close. It's the 2012 KT-42. It is going to skim by the Earth. And when I say skim by the Earth, I'm telling you close. It's not a real big asteroid, but it doesn't matter. It could create significant damage if it was pulled to the Earth. As a matter of fact, I even saw I did a video on it last night, but I've even saw reports that some scientists are saying, hey, don't start saying near miss yet. This thing could still hit us. I don't know if that's true. I think I'm going to go with the more reliable sources that are saying that it's going to go by at about 8,700 miles from the surface of the Earth. But that is very close, folks. In other words, it's going to go by the Earth, skim by the Earth, in the same orbit area of the satellites that are orbiting the Earth. It could actually hit a satellite if it just so happened to be in the same path. That's how close we're talking. The question would be, well, does the earthquake in Italy got anything to do with the asteroid that's going to skim by the Earth? Is there some kind of gravitational pull that may have caused that? The answer to that is probably not. I mean, we had the killer earthquake in northern Italy just 9 days ago. It killed 7. And today we have one, 5.8, kills 15. Again, it depends not always how big an earthquake is, but where it hits and how deep it is and how fragile is the situation or the population that happened to be in the path or in the quake. Okay? Anyway, pray for the people of northern Italy. This is another blow that they do not need. And as the mayor was saying here, or actually it was the premier saying, that this is an industrial area and a very important part of the economy for the people of Italy. So, they don't need to have this type of thing happening. But Jesus said that in the last days there would be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. He said there would be wars and rumors of wars. False Christs and false prophets will rise. And we just now realize that we have another false prophet. He's actually a false Christ. I'm going to tell you about that a little bit later today. We're going to do a video on him again. I've talked about him before, but the guy says he is Jesus Christ in the flesh on the earth. He says he's Jesus, that he's in the flesh right now. But on June the 30th, 2012, he's going to take on a transformation. He's going to transform. He's like a transformer. He's going to transform and become immortal. And his followers, which he has several thousand now, if they'll get the tattoo 666, they can get ready to be transformed with him. This is insane. It's literally insanity. But it's a demon spirit of false Christ, just chipping away at the real faith that we have in the real Jesus Christ. It's also another slap in the face by Lucifer to make fun, to mock the fact that Christ did come into the flesh and give his life on the cross. So, anyway, I want you to pray for the people in Italy. There's a lot going on. And I've got some more information I got to talk to you about, folks. I got some breaking news out of North Korea that just came on the screen. And I'm going to get to you about that. So hang on, everybody. Hold on. We'll be right back here on YouTube. And don't miss my program today at paulbegleyprophecy.com. That's www.paulbegleyprophecy.com. Our live show from 12 noon to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're still out here in Washington State, and we're broadcasting from out here in Washington. God bless. We'll see you.